because they're basing their decision, the computer, off of a known set of rules. And computers have gotten to a point where they're so powerful that they're just better at humans of crunching that data faster and better, right? Like they can see all the scenarios, they can take it out to a depth of how many different decision points, they can do it super fast. And even with autonomous vehicles, a lot of people push back against Tesla and others, but if you think about the complexity of driving and how many thousands of decisions that computer is making every second, it's mind-blowing. And the same thing is happening in airliners with autopilot, is that if we know the rules and the skills we're trying to model, right? Like we know the rules of flight, we know how we want the plane to act, the computer can take that load and take that load off of us as humans to free us up to do the things that we're better at than computers. And so, if you've ever looked into aviation or you ever thought about autonomous vehicles or have driven an autonomous vehicle, you start to get an appreciation of how complex the workload is on a human, right? Like, I think I told you when I got a self-driving car, the first thing that hit me was just how overwhelming it was of the number of decisions that my brain was making that I wasn't even aware of.
Yeah, you were telling me that when we were in Vegas.
Yeah, right. When we were driving around, I'm like, I'm having to make all these decisions. I'm not even thinking about it. With when you introduce automation, it can make those decisions for you, and it reduces your workload as a human to focus on things that humans are better at than computers. And this lady argues that for now, who knows what the future holds, but for now, when it comes to knowledge and expertise, there's no supercomputer, AI, chat GPT in the world that can touch what humans can do. And that gap widens as uncertainty increases, right? So if we're on a closed course and we have an automobile and it's driving around and it has a known set of rules it has to follow, it will be 100% perfection. It will follow the course and make no mistakes. But what happens when we take it out in the real world? Uncertainty increases. We have other drivers that are shit drivers. We have a flash flood that just all of a sudden comes out of nowhere. We have, a dust storm that overtakes the freeway and we can't see. That's where the human brain is able to completely outperform a computer, is in those states of uncertainty, and we leverage our existing knowledge that we've built and our expertise that we've built over time to quickly make those decisions as uncertainty increases. And I think that is a great model for how we can think about how automation can make our analytics teams more insightful. And if I was advising companies on this, I would say, okay, what things do we know that we can put some sort of framework around that has defined rules? Right? So what kind of reporting, what kind of thresholds, what kind of things can we build known rules around? Those things should absolutely be handed over to automation and AI. That should handle that all day long and take it off our workload. Then we should ask the question, what sorts of things introduce uncertainty into that environment? And the more uncertainty, the more we need not only a human brain, but a human brain with advanced knowledge and expertise. Because as things become more uncertain, the way to solve that is through knowledge and expertise.